everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back. Let's see if she stops being fucking crazy, and also if the game will load. God damn it. Every time. One day we'll learn to wait to start the episode until this has stopped doing this.
I got excited and said hi too fast.
That's okay.
Well, I can read this thing if I did. Oh!
There you go. It's better.
No, the clouds are moving. I didn't even notice that.
Yep. They were moving before.
I did not notice.
It's okay.
I stopped at a tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Now you get to walk home in the dark. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened.
Yeah, you just bust down the door and go, "Hey, sorry, bitch. I was the bitch."
What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. Oh,
damn,
so
girl.
Pretty. The wind picked up, roaring past me and whipping my hair against my skin.
Whipping your hair back and forth.
It was so loud, I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet, but it turns out he wants me to be a tree. I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person.
Okay. That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. But that is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes.
She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind.
Also, you encouraged the Juliet thing.
Yeah. You remember what Shane said about my hair. Mai's arm tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them, even when they're being nice. I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward.
Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join the Normal Boots Club, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous.
Yeah.
If we want something, we should go get it. We shouldn't look just because... Wait, what? We shouldn't...
We shouldn't.
Look, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us doesn't mean that they're always going to if we're just patient enough. Hana, if you want to join the Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forward strongly, without fear, without looking back, right?
No. Yeah.
No, yeah.
And same goes for you, Mai.
I sense you're looking for a yes? Yeah, it does.
I rested my head on Mai's shoulder, thankful that she was taller than my paltry 5'2".
It me.
She lay her head on top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. Being pessimistic. I can't keep running away or else eventually I'm going to run out of places to go, and then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I gotta try.
Seriously.
I'm going to be my best self and be myself. I'm going to actually try.
Are you gonna try?
No. Who knows? Maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually.
We want to process that.
Mai pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Now, what do you say we get inside? It's freezing. I hate the cold.
Yes, let's. And thank you, Mai. Mai smiled at me.
No, thank you. Let's go.
Gay.
Gay. Quickly, there's only 2 minutes left.
Oh. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone's screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more
You know,
Deploy-
deploying.
damn it, get out of my way!
That's how I feel about, like, in Katamari, when the king starts talking to you, and he's like, You've made your thing big enough, now you just keep rolling, and I'm like, I don't care, shut up!
A small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved a sword, and the big bad, a giant, came rushing out of the castle. Smiley man, so we meet again.
What are you doing?
Ah!
You lose!
No!
Oops, sorry. Why did the...
Yes, Comic Sans.
Right.
Ian, the brutal moose of yore, stood over my shoulder, peering at my phone. What do you want? What do you want?
Yeesh, touchy, aren't we? What are you even doing playing such a boring game anyway?
Nothing. I was waiting for mine, and I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing.
That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. Doesn't seem like you're any good.
He looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen. My score was still slowly totaling, speeding over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap, how'd you do that?
Do what?
Your score? That's incredible. How long have you been playing this game?
I'd never seen Ian so animated. If you ask me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. I guess 2 weeks, maybe?
Only 2 weeks.
He put his hand up to his chin and thought.
If you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament.
What are you suggesting? He glared at me. Don't get close to me.
We both know you'd love to join the Normal Boots Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team.
I gazed at him, trying to read his face. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that I was actually much worse than average, and he wanted me to join the team to drag down their score. Yeah, of course, that's what... Sure.
Hang on. Apparently there's some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's thing at Circus in Las Vegas.
Have fun. Go to Las Vegas.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We're going to Las Vegas in the middle of this episode. I hit go.
Oh! That was a loud oh. A dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian wouldn't do it if given the chance.
Circus Corcus is what I just typed.
Ian sighed.
Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't mind having some competition for once.
He turned on his heel and ambled to his seat. So he was breathing down your neck, but he wasn't in his seat?
What was that about?
Okay.
Excuse me. Burp.
I told her what just happened.
Really? He thinks you have what it takes? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Isn't this exactly what you wanted?
No. I guess. Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though.
Like one person! And he can shove it.
Shane's glaring face passed through my mind. He probably just doesn't
I'm
care.
sure if you proved yourself, it would be alright. What are you going to do? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'd like to try.
Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. It was
Okay.
so robotic. And maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me.
Go on.
Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I can do.
Yeah!
There's my girl. Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless.
Don't cry.
And what are you gonna do next? Talk to them?
No. An image of myself going head to head with Shane flickered through my mind. Maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, Mai shrugged.
Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block, after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition. And besides... Besides what? Oh. Go on!
Shizuka stalked in, looking furious.
Turn to page 394.
I got that. And that was the end of that.
Good.
Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Maya as she headed to the door.
Hana?
Aw. Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot.
Can I speak to you?
Yes, you may. A lump
Gamay?
formed Gamay. A lump formed in my throat. What do you want now?
What do you want?
Sure, Mai, go on ahead.
If you say so.
With a worried tone in her voice, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window.
It came to my attention that perhaps I said something that perhaps I should not have said. And that perchance I may have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as a cause of my words that I said.
I'm sorry?
Yes, exactly. Brianna's dying.
What?
Well,
I'm sorry for what I said about your hair.
My heart skipped a beat. How'd you know I heard that?
She came to my room last night and tore my ear off. I was like, how would you not know that it was Mai that did it? I just, busted down his door and was like, look here!
Oh my.
We're gonna fight.
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Chagrin.
Quickly turned to gratefulness.
Mm-hmm.
How many other girls would go to one of the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to her friend? Especially when I wasn't even supposed to hear it.
I hope you can forgive me.
A weight lifted from my shoulders. Oh no, I'm really happy. Thank you for so much.
Thank you for so much apologizing to me.
Thank you so much for apologizing to me. To be honest, I've been worrying about this for a while now, so I'm glad you've changed your mind. Oh, I haven't changed my mind.
I didn't say that.
I deflated.
Look, it's not really about you. Right away it is, but you can't really help that.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No. Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. I have a surprise. What?
Okay. Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down the hallway. I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there were worse things in this world. Before long, we wound up in front of the Normal Boots club room. What's this? Without saying a word, Shane opened the door and let me in. Inside, the entirety of the Normal Boots was waiting, along with a sullen-faced Ian.
What? Ian, what?
bye.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Goodbye.
He brushed past me as PBG began to laugh.
Thanks, man. See you in the tournament. So, Hana, I bet you're wondering why Mr. Stoic brought you here.
A little bit, yeah.
As you know, there's a tournament that happens each year in early spring.
Not even Archie.
This year, the tournament is in about a month and a half. We each compete in various events. I used to be an easy win. But with Hidden Block around, things changed. We want to keep our competitive edge. Something happened last year that made it so we no longer have someone competing in the puzzle category. I stand by my decision. So, we need someone to take John's place.
I don't understand.
We all have different categories we're entering into, and half of us have jobs or other clubs we're busy with. We can't exactly take more on. For example, I compete in the invention and game design category. I play retro games, get a higher score than the other fellow by the end of the level, that kind of thing. I play pinball on the machines that the arcade provides, and it's the same thing, really. Shane does Mario Kart racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish everything in a game as fast as possible. It's just as draining as it sounds. We compete in tag team 80s and 90s arcade beat-em-ups. Specific, I know. And I dance. We each have our own fields, and we can't take the time to learn a new one. So, Ian told us how good you are at Dumbadoom's Revenge. He suggested you enter the tournament as a member of the Normal Boots Club.
Really? Why on earth would he do that?
He's won that event every year. He's gone to school he's won that event every year he's gone to school in this district. He wants a little challenge this time around. Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we're not friends. Anyways, we voted on whether you should join the club, and, well, long story short, we've got a compromise. You enter the tournament, and if you win, you get to join the Normal Boots Club.
Shit, son.
If you lose, well, you don't have what it takes. What do you say?
Nah. Hi. Hi.
Hi! That's what I say!
This was amazing. This was exactly what I wanted. This was my chance, but...
Say yes!
I
No!
don't know.
Shut up!
If I lost, didn't that mean I would
No.
lose our friendship?
They just said you can't be in the club if you lose.
I'd be a
No,
laughingstock.
you
and I'd
wouldn't.
be left alone again.
Hannah.
Quit being a pessimistic freak.
You should accept, stupid bitch.
But, where did you even come from?
Stupid. I follow you everywhere. I don't have anything else better to do. The person I want to date is here. Where else would I be? Don't you remember what you told me? No more giving up.
No, I do.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Fine.
And that was how I got the opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, the club would be more likely to lose the tournament, and I wouldn't get to stick around.
Wow, sad.
It was scary, but if I succeeded, it would be worth it.
You'll be fine.
I couldn't sleep at all that night, so when morning came, I put on my uniform and headed to class early. For once, I was eager for the mundane classroom environment. I hoped it would still my racing thoughts and help me come to terms with my amazingly good fortune. Therefore, I was sitting in my desk, falling slowly asleep, when a hand slammed upon its surface.
I really wanted to slam my hand down on this table, but then it would, be horrible to anyone with headphones on.
Yeah.
Listen up!
Ah! I scooted my chair away from my desk. Shane glared at me.
If you are really competing with us in the tournament, and I still can't believe that's happening, then you had better not let us down.
He pulled out the chair in front of my desk and sat.
Let's talk strategy.
What?
Do you think practice will pull you through that tournament?
Despite knowing it was probably the wrong answer, I nodded.
Wrong. Rather than practice, you need strategy.
I could hardly believe my eyes.
I don't know why that sentence sounded weird to me. I guess I was expecting
Something else?
ears because he's speaking, not visually doing anything.
Shane, the normally quiet, wary, barely speaking Shane, was suddenly on fire and preparing to give me a full lecture on a video game strategy. Same, bro. Same. Did this mean my good fortune was over, or why would it...
Pay attention.
I snapped up straight and scooted my chair to
your desk.
To my desk.
Yeah.
Read good. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Strategy isn't something you can just study, and it isn't something you only start thinking about when you're playing your game. Strategy is always. Repeat after me. Strategy is always.
Strategy is always? He slammed... I really like him.
With feeling!
Strategy is always!
Good. Do you know what this means? In your daily life, you can make choices. You can make choices willy-nilly, like an absolute idiot. Or you can make smart, intelligent choices. You can make choices like a winner. Sometimes... I'm sure I just, spiked the mic really hard when I said that. Sometimes these go against what we want in the moment. Someone strategizing for a diet would have to pick not to eat a second serving, even if they want to. Even if they're hungry. It's not always what you want, but it's what you gotta do. Understand?
No. I think, kinda. He nodded, seemingly satisfied.
The more you strategize in your daily life, the better your mind will get when you try to strategize in the game. Gaming isn't just fun. Gaming is life.
Yeah. He leaned forward, staring me down.
Strategy is always.
Shane grabbed the bottom of his chair and scooted frantically away.
Slowly.
His mission apparently accomplished.
Just across the room, just staring at you the whole time. Strategy is always.
The most serious face on
always.
He sat in his desk across the room, pulling out his sketch pad and drawing pencils. Then, face calm as ever before, he started to draw. Saying, How is that the same Shane I've seen for all these weeks? If he heard me, he didn't respond. Why'd you say that out loud?
I know.
I turned back to my desk, once again, wide awake, Shane's word repeating in my head. Strategy is always. Oh, hey, it's almost time for the flower festival.
Oh, shit. We're over time, but I think we're about to pick our boy. So this one's just gonna be a long one.
Nice. With everything happening so quickly, it felt almost like it snuck up on me.
Have you decided who you're taking yet?
No. Right. I had to go with someone to the festival, but who could I ask? The only guys I knew were the members of the Normal Boots Club. Would they want to go with me? And which one should I go with? John was kind and caring, but I was a bit worried he cared too much about Jacques and the play to notice anything else. PBG was so easygoing, but something about the way he looked at me still bothered me. What? Whoa, I didn't pick up on that. Satch was mature and really smart, but he seemed hard to get close to, or was I imagining that?
Yes, you were imagining that.
And then there was Shane who, let's be honest, he hated me. There was no way he'd say yes. But then again, he had started to warm up to me. He yelled at you for half an hour about games. Paul of Continue?
Yeah.
Popped into my head, too, but the last few times I hung around him, he caused major destruction. Gerard was so caring and friendly, but I wasn't sure he was interested in me in that way. There was Jared, too, but I looked at I couldn't do that. Could I? Well,
Pick Poobagoo. We're gonna pick Poobagoo.
I picked PBG.
We did it! We picked PBG. Wait, hang on. Let's see what she says about this.
Mine nodded.
That's gonna be a hella adorable, let me tell you. I know he can be a bit silly, but PBG, when he cares about something, he truly cares. He'll be good to you.
It's just one date.
Sure.
Those better minds.
Well, go on.
What?
Go on and get your man.
You mean now?
Yeah!
Mai hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door. As I began to leave, my legs turning into jelly. Small pink blobs filled my vision.
She's throwing the cherry blossoms.
What?
Go!
Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head.
Go get Senpai to notice you!
Mai beamed at me.
Yeah! No time to talk, Hana, unless this is going to be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you messed up really badly, you'll definitely get a good answer.
I've messed up a lot, though.
Just go!
With a final shove, I was out the door.
And in the next episode, we're going to get our man!
Nice!
See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is J2A. We just want to say thanks for watching our video.
We appreciate any and all support we get from viewers, new and returning.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.